Imagine opening your car door and stepping into a world where safety was an afterthought and style was everything. We look at classic cars today and see works of art, but regulators see a list of ways to die. Many features we remember fondly are now completely banned on new vehicles. Manufacturers can't even offer them as an option. It's one of those cases where safety absolutely had to win. But man, cars looked cooler back then. Number 1. Metal dashboards. Open up a car from the 1950s and you'll see something shocking. The entire dashboard is solid metal. Chrome, steel, just hard surfaces everywhere. It looked absolutely stunning, especially in those big American land yachts with all that bright work catching the sunlight. Here's the terrifying part. In even a minor accident, your face would meet that dashboard at full force. No crumple zones, no padding, just metal on skull contact. The fatality rates from dashboard impacts were horrifying. By the 1970s, regulations required padded dashboards, and nowadays you need energy-absorbing materials throughout the cabin. Those beautiful metal dashes, death traps that are rightfully illegal now. Number 2. Non-collapsible steering columns. Here's a nightmare. In old cars, the steering column was a solid steel shaft aimed directly at your chest. In a frontal collision, the engine would push backwards, and that steering column would impale the driver. It was basically a spear attached to your dashboard. Collapsible steering columns became mandatory in 1968 after hundreds of preventable deaths. Modern columns have multiple collapse points and are designed to absorb energy rather than transfer it into your body. The old solid columns are not just illegal. They're exhibits in museums about why safety regulations exist. Number 3. Fixed hood ornaments. The Mercedes three-pointed star, the Rolls-Royce Spirit of Ecstasy, the Jaguar Leaping Cat. These weren't just badges, they were genuine sculptures mounted proudly on the hood. Pedestrian safety killed these too. In an impact, that ornament becomes a spike aimed at someone's body. Modern regulations don't allow for fixed hood ornaments. Mercedes got around this by making theirs retractable. It sinks into the hood on impact, but the classic rigid ornaments? Banned. Number 4. Rear-facing cargo seats. Remember station wagons with the rear-facing jump seats in the cargo area? Kids loved them. You'd sit backwards making faces at the cars behind you, feeling like you were in your own little world. These are now illegal in most places because they offered almost zero crash protection. In a rear-end collision, those kids took the full impact with nothing but a thin piece of metal behind them. Modern cars require proper seating positions with headrests, seat belts, and crumple zones. Those fun little backward seats, they're a relic that can't come back under current safety laws. Number 5. Single-circuit brake systems. Old cars had one brake line running to all 4 wheels. If you got a leak anywhere, you lost all your brakes, just gone. You'd be pumping the pedal and getting nothing. Dual-circuit braking systems are now mandatory. If one circuit fails, you still have brakes on at least 2 wheels. That single-circuit system from the past, it's considered criminally negligent engineering today. Number 6. Lap-only seat belts. Through much of the 70s and 80s, rear seat passengers got simple lap belts with no shoulder strap. It was better than nothing, but it offered minimal protection. In a crash, your upper body would fly forward, causing massive spinal and internal injuries. As safety standards evolved, the inadequacy of lap-only belts became clear. 3-point belts became mandatory for all seating positions, and selling a car with only lap belts today, you'd be looking at massive fines. Number 7. Vacuum-powered windshield wipers. This is almost comical in retrospect. Early cars powered the wipers using vacuum from the engine. The problem? When you accelerated or went uphill, the vacuum would drop and your wipers would slow down or stop completely. Imagine your wipers dying right when you need to pass someone in the rain. Electric wipers are now required by safety standards because they need to function consistently, regardless of engine load. Number 8. Solid chrome protruding bumpers. Those big chrome bumpers sticking way out from the car weren't just styling. They had legitimate sharp edges that would stick out several inches. In a pedestrian impact, they'd break legs like snapping twigs. Modern bumpers must be designed to minimize pedestrian injury. They need to be a certain height and have specific energy absorption. Those massive chrome bars, beautiful to look at, but absolutely illegal on modern vehicles. Number 9. Non-recessed door handles. Chrome door handles that stuck straight out from the door looked fantastic. They were also perfect for catching pedestrians and cyclists, acting like hooks that would grab clothing or flesh and pull people under the car. Modern door handles must be flush or recessed enough that they won't catch on a person. This is part of the broader pedestrian protection regulations. Those beautiful protruding handles, they're style choices that modern regulations simply won't allow. Number 10, metal interior window cranks. The manual window crank handles in old cars were solid metal and stuck straight into the cabin. In a side impact, these would break ribs, puncture organs, or cause massive internal injuries. Modern cars with manual windows need flush or recessed controls. Those metal handles pointing at your torso, they're considered interior hazards that don't meet modern safety standards. Number 11. Gas tanks mounted behind rear bumper. The Ford Pinto is infamous for this. Many cars from the 60s placed the fuel tank at the very rear, sometimes right behind the bumper. In rear-end collisions, these tanks would rupture and ignite. People burned to death in accidents they might have survived. Modern regulations require fuel tanks to be positioned and protected to survive specific impact tests. Mounting a thin-walled gas tank at the bumper, that's a criminal design today. Number 12, leaded fuel systems. Tetraethyl was added to gasoline to prevent engine knocking, and it worked brilliantly. It also poisoned entire generations. Leaded gasoline is now banned worldwide, one of the most significant public health victories ever. You absolutely cannot manufacture or sell a car today that runs on leaded fuel for road use. The health impacts were catastrophic. Number 13, no headrests. Look at photos of cars from the 1960s. Nobody has headrests, just seats that stop at shoulder height. This seems fine until you get rear-ended and your head snaps backward with nothing to stop it. Whiplash injuries were epidemic. Headrests became mandatory in 1969. The absence of headrests is now considered a fundamental safety flaw. You literally cannot sell a car without them. Number 14, no side impact door beams. Cars built before the 1990s had essentially nothing in the doors, just a thin sheet of metal between you and a T-bone collision. You could literally push on the door panel and feel it flex. Federal side impact standards now require reinforcement beams in every door along with side airbags. Those flimsy door panels from classic cars, they wouldn't even make it past the first round of crash testing today. Number 15, swing out rear windows. Some wagons and vans had rear windows that would swing open like a door with just a simple latch. In a rollover, these would pop open and people would be ejected onto the road. Modern regulations require all windows to stay in place during crashes. Those swing-out windows with simple latches, they couldn't possibly meet today's standards. Number 16, crank-out windshields. In the early days, if you wanted fresh air, you didn't just roll down a window, you cranked the entire windshield forward. While it provided great airflow, it was a structural disaster. Windshields today are a vital part of a car's structural integrity, especially in a rollover. A windshield that can just open is a massive weak point. Modern laws require windshields to be permanently bonded to the frame with high-strength adhesive. Number 17, exposed spare tire mounts. Some cars mounted the spare tire on the outside, either on the rear or on the side. These became projectiles in accidents. 65-pound wheels flying off and hitting other vehicles. Modern regulations require spare tires to be secured inside the vehicle or in protected compartments. Those exposed spare tires, they can't be sold that way on new vehicles in most markets anymore. Number 18, glass headlight covers. Some sports cars featured clear glass covers that sat over the headlights to create a smooth aerodynamic front end. They looked sleek, but they reduced light output and could shatter into dangerous shards during a minor bump. Regulations eventually moved toward high-impact plastics and specific lens requirements. The old-school glass covers, gone. Number 19, floor-mounted headlight dimmer switches. Before the turn signal stalk controlled your high beams, there was a button on the floor. You'd step on it with your foot to switch between high and low beams. While it kept your hands on the wheel, it was a major hazard if your foot slipped near the pedals during an emergency. Modern laws mandate that primary controls be standardized and easily accessible without moving your feet away from the brakes. Number 20, fender-mounted turn signals. In some markets, turn signals were mounted way out on the front fenders. While they looked cool, they were difficult for other drivers to see in certain lighting conditions. Visibility regulations now specify exactly where lights must be positioned to ensure they are visible from multiple angles. Those tiny lights on the end of a fender, not legal on a new car today. Number 21, manual choke controls. Before fuel injection, you had to manually pull a cable on the dashboard to start a cold engine. If you forgot to push it back in, you'd flood the engine and pour raw fuel into the exhaust. This is a nightmare for emissions. Modern environmental laws require engines to manage their own fuel-to-air ratio perfectly from the second you turn the key. The manual choke is an environmental relic. Number 22. Oil bath air filters. Instead of paper filters, old cars used a literal bath of oil to catch dust. They were messy, inefficient, and if the car tilted too much, oil could be sucked into the engine. Modern emissions and reliability standards require dry, high-efficiency filtration. You won't find a bucket of oil under the hood of a new car today. Number 23. Automatic motorized seat belts. Remember those belts that would slide along the door frame when you closed the door? They were a loophole to avoid installing airbags. They were unreliable, often failed to restrain people properly, and were downright annoying. Once airbag mandates kicked in, these motorized mouse belts were quickly banned. They were a dangerous compromise. Number 24. No rear-view mirrors. Early cars often had no side mirrors at all, or only one on the driver's side. Changing lanes was basically a prayer. Current regulations require an interior mirror and at least one exterior mirror, though most places now require two. Selling a car with no mirrors, that's not even remotely legal anymore. Number 25. Cars without crumple zones. Old cars were built like tanks, solid steel, rigid. Sounds safe, right? Dead wrong. When a rigid car hits something, all that energy goes straight into the passengers. You stop instantly and your internal organs keep moving until they hit your rib cage. Modern cars are designed to crumple, absorbing the hit so you don't have to. Building a car without crumple zones today is strictly illegal. You'd never get it certified for road use. So, there you have it. 25 features that seemed perfectly normal in their time, but are now completely illegal. It's wild to think about how much cars have changed. Every one of these regulations was written in blood, often after years of preventable deaths. Next time you're in a modern car, remember that all those features people complain about, they're the reason you'll probably survive an accident your grandparents wouldn't have. If you enjoyed this trip down automotive history, hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Drop a comment telling me which of these features shocked you the most. I'll see you in the next one.